In the transport industry, there is nothing more terrifying than seeing your truck lying on its side across the road, or buried deep in mud. That's when we, the heavy recovery crew, step in to do what seems impossible. With modern rotator systems and precise load calculations, we don't just lift tens of thousands of pounds of steel, we restore the flow of an entire roadway. Let's get to work. The Southern California heat hits 104 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the asphalt into a burning surface. In front of us lies a Freightliner Cascadia hauling a 40-foot high cube container loaded with solar batteries, tilted at a full 90 degrees, blocking the highway. Total weight, 80,000 pounds. What a nightmare. The only mission now, use the barrel roll technique to bring this massive structure back upright. I take position in the Peterbilt 389, a machine equipped with a Century 1150 rotator, capable of lifting up to 100,000 pounds. Hydraulic outriggers lock firmly into the asphalt. The boom is set at a 45-degree angle to maximize leverage. The team quickly rigs 40,000-pound synthetic slings, combined with steel chains and pulleys, securing them to the container's corner castings. This operation requires perfect coordination between two heavy wreckers. While the second unit lifts the cab, my Peterbilt takes control of rolling the entire container back upright.
Ricardo, I need height. Can you extend that?
A drone is deployed overhead to monitor pulling angles and cable integrity. No room for error. Stay sharp. Both winches begin to tighten. The 80,000-pound mass slowly starts to move. As it reaches the tipping point, I fine-tune the winch tension, carefully controlling the rotation path, managing the descent. Incredible control.
It's better if you use the control. Fine, Ricardo, don't worry about it. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Woohoo! What's that, baby?
Success. The entire set of tires on the Freightliner finally made contact with the ground safely. We had beaten gravity and the brutal heat to restore the flow of traffic. Just after finishing that mission under the scorching sun yesterday afternoon, this morning we were already in the eastern hills, facing a completely different extreme. The sky was dark and heavy, cold winds howled, signaling an incoming storm. Below the roadside lay a 55-foot yellow Scania tractor, pulling a Trasco trailer loaded with industrial plastic pellets, completely overturned. Total weight, around 80,000 pounds. This is a heavy job. We can't roll the truck back with that much load. Top priority, reduce weight. A DNF recovery truck equipped with a Palfinger PK 72002 hydraulic crane moves into action. The crew hooks onto each super sack weighing 2,200 pounds. The crane extends 30 feet, lifting the cargo out of the torn tarp and transferring it to another truck. One of the sacks bursts open, spilling plastic pellets everywhere, but we stay calm. No panic allowed. Once the load is reduced to a safe level, two heavy-duty DF recovery trucks, with 100,000-pound winch capacity, move into position. Steel chains are secured to the structural points on the Scania's chassis and suspension system. First pull attempt, no movement. The mud is too thick, and the pulling angle isn't ideal. Change of plan. A snatch block system is installed to double the pulling force and adjust the angle to 45 degrees. Two winches operate in perfect sync. The tension builds, slowly breaking the grip of the mud. Incredible! The Scania rises back on its wheels. But it's still trapped in the ditch. The slope ahead is too steep for a direct pull. Only one solution: pull it backward at an angle. The heavy cable is reattached to the rear frame of the trailer. The winch tightens, dragging the entire 55-foot combination backward, tearing through the grass under immense force. Once the angle is right, the cable is quickly repositioned to the front of the Scania. The driver climbs back into the cab, steering carefully. And just as the tires finally grip the asphalt, dark storm clouds roll in above. Perfect timing. After a short night's rest at a roadside stop, the next morning greeted us with heavy rain, turning the road slick and extremely dangerous for heavy vehicles. And our Tour Express Freightliner Cascadia lay tilted in a deep ditch. The cab was severely damaged. This looks bad. Just look at that rim, completely deformed. The steering axle snapped clean off. This was a brutal impact. We deployed a Century 1150 rotator mounted on a Peterbilt chassis, rated for 100,000 pounds of lifting capacity. The cable was rigged to the rear frame of the trailer to gradually pull the tail section back onto the road. One crew member crawled under the mud to secure chains to the axle. A 3/4-inch steel cable tightened to maximum tension, pressure rising fast. Winching began at a 45-degree angle to lift the cab out of the mud pit. Both winches roared, each delivering 50,000 pounds of pulling force. And finally, the truck moved. Holy smoke, look at that power! With the air lines destroyed, the brakes were completely locked. I had to manually compress the brake chambers using 8-inch cage bolts, one by one, so the wheels could roll again. We repositioned the cables to the front of the truck. Two heavy hooks were secured onto the front chassis, right where the bumper had been completely crushed. With massive hydraulic force, the rotator began lifting the entire cab, inch by inch, while we carefully guided it back onto the asphalt. Next, we backed a recovery flatbed into position. The deck was lowered to form a 15-degree incline. Thick wooden blocks were placed to reduce friction, and the winch slowly pulled the Freightliner's cab onto the bed. As for the trailer, the rotator secured it using hydraulic lifting arms and specialized steel supports, locked down with safety chains to prevent any movement during transport. A heart-pounding mission executed flawlessly. Hell yeah, mission accomplished. 3 missions. Hundreds of thousands of pounds of steel handled safely. That's the result of perfect coordination and teamwork. Heavy recovery isn't just a job, it's a passion for machines and high-level mechanical precision. We hope this video gave you a closer look at the challenges recovery crews face every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next rescue missions.